Param, come into this. We've heard 2-3 interesting perspectives out here. One is, of course, the fact that, look, you've got a supply side issue going on out there in the sector. So even though there are headwinds on the demand side, but because the supply is so constricted, you probably will not see prices coming down. In that backdrop, do you think that this rally perhaps could continue? We also heard Bharat here mention the fact that this is a liquidity-driven kind of a rally, and the fact is he feels that in the first place they had no reason to have been hammered down the way they were. So are these the two factors as far as the stock market is concerned that's playing out?
I do agree with that. The rally is more in the anticipation of the rate cuts
Okay, I think we've got a bit of an audio glitch out there. Yes, Pranay, you were saying something. Yes.
There's one thing to be kind of taken note of all over the world. When things begin to look good, what are the scripts that go up first? It's always the real estate.
Okay.
And when things begin to look bad, the real estate stocks are the first one to crash. Now, what we've been seeing recently is possibly the effect of a feel-good factor. And the feel-good factor has mainly come from the CRR relaxation.
But that's sentiment, Pranay. That doesn't.
Absolutely.
That's not really reality, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's always sentiments.
But isn't the stock market driven by sentiment? Right? And if it is driven by sentiment, the real estate stocks are the first one to react. And that's exactly what
So we're saying this is more a sentiment-driven rally, and the reality on the ground is very different. Bharat, would you agree to that?
Yeah, it's still not changed. I mean, it'll take at least 6 to 12 months minimum for things to start moving, especially the Bombay market, because the approval scenario, I mean, the new DCR has just been published. People still don't know what is the impact of that. People are studying. There is no clarity on how the MCGM authorities would view the proposals when given under the new regulations. So that time frame of 6 months to 12 months would be there at least to have a sense on when the new projects would be launched. And that supply, when it comes, the advance, I mean the booking side, that is the first time it will happen. So to my mind, at least 6 to 12 months now are there for the things to convert back into something real. I mean, this is, as Pranay Bhai rightly said, this is nothing but perception. People, I think, were too impatient sitting on the funds,
or
and they had to invest, and too tired. And that.
So is it a better idea to go out to London and buy property there? If what Bharat is saying, 6 to 12 months, nothing's going to change in Bombay?
Yeah, but let me tell you something else. How many developers fix their price with reference to the cost? None of them do. They fix the price on the basis of what the traffic can bear, how much they can get. So if there is an inflation in the cost, if there is an increase in interest, yes, they are affected. I'm not saying no, right? But that's such a small component normally of a high value sale, and I'm not talking of affordable housing, I'm talking about the luxury housing or the mid segment, right? I don't think it is driven by cost necessarily. Yes, the cost can go up. Service taxes come. There's a High Court judgment now saying that you will have to pay service tax when you're selling under construction, 2.5%. Yeah, I mean, every opportunity to pass on that to the buyer will be done. But the prices are invariably determined with reference to what the market can take and not necessarily the costing, excepting for the affordable housing.
All right, we leave it there, gentlemen. Thank you very much, both of you, for joining us. Thanks also very much, Param, for coming by. We wind up this edition of The Big Story with the special focus on the real estate sector. As you've heard our experts, well, from a consumer's point of view, not very good news. You can forget about any fall in prices in the next 6 to 12 months. But as far as the industry is concerned, headwinds still out there, but supply constraints perhaps ensuring that the prices stay where they are. Sentiment seems to be driving it more than fundamentals at this point of time. Thanks very much once again, both of you, for coming by. We take a quick break. We come back with Market Guru.